I'm in a bit of a heat wave. Hey everyone, I'm Evelyn Churan. This is Churan's Tiny Homestead. Okay, so human trafficking, labor trafficking. This seems to be the buzz. Um, how do I explain myself? Doing this public is really tough for me because I was trafficked and nobody believed me because I'm an older woman. And nobody believes that adults can be trafficked, especially in their own country. And believe me, when I found out that it was happening to me, I did a whole pile of research for a couple of years before I spoke up. And then when I put two and two together, it was on my shoulders for 3 months before I went to anyone. Mind my look, I just went for a swim. I'm piling wood. I'm tired. I had a house at one time with 3 bedrooms, plumbing, water, hydro, everything. When I reported human trafficking, they made my life so miserable that I lived in parking lots for 7 years. Never got my back pay, never got my termination pay, never got anything. I'm injured because of it. I'm sore all the time. I limp every morning. I used to work 12 to 14-hour days on call, 4 days off a month. When my mother died, they wouldn't let me leave. I had to work and do my job and make sure the food was out. I did my job. Couldn't face people, couldn't hold in the tears. I was a basket case. I'm still a basket case. Talking about this publicly is very, very hard for me. You don't think that you know somebody that's being human trafficked because it's in your own backyard. It's tough to talk about it because when you go to people for help, they all say to you, "You're nuts. You're crazy. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about." Well, guess what I got this week? I have this, and I have a real hard time reading it. The simple fact I fall under just what I'm discovering 20 criminal codes that were done to me. There's probably 60 charges that they can be charged with, if not more. Can they be convicted? I don't know. I'm not a cop. But it destroyed my life. It destroyed my family life. I'm trying so hard to have a relationship with my son again because I put 25 years of part of my career away from my family. And when I would book time off a year in advance, they would cancel my time off, give the time off to somebody else, and I'd have to work. I never ever had Christmas, holidays, birthdays since I'm 15 years old. I never celebrated that stuff. I just worked, tried to support my family. My main concern was my family, not my health. I was down to 85 pounds in the end. I'm a little heavier now, but it aged me. It aged me I had to fight for paychecks and weren't where my paychecks were always short every 2 weeks. Benefits, uh, dental care, health care, nothing. As a woman, I used to get sexually assaulted and harassed on a daily basis in my workplace. I told the company I only want to stay in a woman's dorm. I will not stay in a co ed dorm because I was terrified of being raped. Terrified. Um, some of these companies, they push safety. They tell you got to have all these courses. I have them all. I got 3 degrees because of it. But they refuse to recognize a woman career person in Canada. We have gone to basically Sharia law in Canada. And if you think that all these people coming into the country that are from Muslim countries, and it's not so much just Muslim, it's more than that. Uh, Pretty much every other religious countries that are not Catholic, their behavior is so different from Canadians, and they're not going to treat you with respect. They don't care who you are, and they'll steal your pay. They'll treat you like dirt. They'll tell you that's a woman's job, even though you're their boss. And yeah, I've taught a few. You want to talk to me that way? Here's a toothbrush and you start scrubbing. I won't take that crap from anybody. But the more I stood up for myself, the more injuries I got. I can barely walk in the morning. It takes me an hour to get started. I have so much pain and so many injuries. And yeah, wow, human trafficking. It's more than you know. It's not just human trafficking is not just having sex with a person and selling them for sex. There's much more involved in human trafficking and labor trafficking. Somebody could never touch you. You can never have sex, but they work you. And you're working 12 to 14 hours a day without a lunch break. You can't have a drink of water. If you want to go to the bathroom for a pee, you need permission. And they wake you up 24 hours a day. If you have 6 hours off in between a shift, they make sure to put you on call, you of all people. And maybe 2 hours of sleep, and you're back on your feet working another 12 hours. I've experienced it. I've done it my whole life. It is labor trafficking, human trafficking. Please get educated. Bye. It is. I don't know how to explain it. It is. It is labor trafficking. It is human trafficking. Yes, it is. It's hard to explain. Labor trafficking. Labor trafficking. Yes, it is. I'm tired.